Hello everyone, welcome to Pilates with Yvonne. I am Yvonne. Today we will do another Pilates flow together. Today's flow is completely focused on glutes. So at the end of the workout, hopefully you're gonna feel that burn into the glutes muscles. If you're new to my channel, I usually just try to provide Pilates flows. We usually have different focuses. So sometimes we focus more onto our core. Sometimes it's more of a full body workout. Sometimes it's more like a glutes workout, like today, or arms and back. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Don't forget to like this video maybe as well. And I would like you to drop a comment as well, guys, if you want to, maybe with any recommendation for the next video content, if you have any preferences or anything you would like me to focus on, feel free to do that, absolutely. We're gonna get started once you're ready. So we're gonna get started from lying down today. So feel free to just come down onto the mat, just finding a long spine. We're gonna start to find those hips nice and relaxed on the ground, arms by the side of the body. We're gonna take an inhale through the nostrils first of all to notice how we feel. Breathing out through pursed lips. Feel the rib cage gliding in and down. And again, inhale into the side of the rib cage. Breathing out. We try to feel the core activating. And again, inhale through the nostrils, breathing out through pursed lips. Twice more. Breathing in. Feel free to close down the eyes. Breathe out. Belly bottom scoop into the spine. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Beautiful. Start to open the arms to a T shape, guys, from wherever you are, and drop your knees towards one side of the mat, and then back to center, breathing out. Inhale, we drop. Exhale, we return. Always feeling that the breath out initiates the activation of the abdominal wall. Breathe in. Exhaling. And we go for a few more like these. Trying to feel that when you drop the knees, you can have that very gentle twist into the middle back, into the lower back. And at the same time, you can really relax to the knees and the hips. We take last two, just for one for each side. And then we return with the knees back to parallel. We return the arms by the side of the body. We take an inhale, palms of the hands flipping down. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and start to just have a very tiny pelvic tilt where your lower back is flat on the floor and you're just tucking the tailbone under. Inhaling, we do the opposite. We have a little pocket of air so that the hands can pass under the lower back. And again, breathing out, no gap, so lower back imprinting on the floor. Inhaling, little arch. So it's a very tiny, tiny movement to start to feel the change into the tailbone position. So when you breathe out, you can really tuck the tailbone under and activate your lower abs. Inhaling, I want you to just have a very small extension through the spine. Now give me last two like these. Always keeping the shoulders away from the ears and always feeling that the shoulder blades are just flat on the ground. So we avoid rolling the shoulders forward. Let's just take it up to a shoulder bridge. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, articulate your spine, ground your feet flat. Inhale, stay, exhale, release the spine down. We go for 5. Breathing out. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release down, vertebra after vertebra. And again, every time you lift your hips, try to really squeeze the glutes all the way at the top so that we can come back to that rib cage to hips connection. What we started with when we were breathing, the rib cage is gliding towards the hips rather than pushing towards the ceiling. Can you see the change of spine? Yeah. Release. We go twice more. Breathing out. Inhale, stay. Exhale, come back. On the next one, we're going to start to add on. Exhale, squeeze the glutes and lift the hips, everyone. Can you lift your right arm towards the sky and your left heel off the ground? And then can you swap? So bring the feet down and swap the arm. Lift the opposite heel and change the arms. Exhale when you press. Inhale when you lift. Press. Change and lift. Breathe out. Breathe in. And we try to keep the hips constantly still. So the hips are absolutely at the same level. You're just activating the arms and the heel bows, the ankle joint. But the hips are always leveled and the glutes are always squeezed. We're going to take last one, and then you either can stay here or we're going to just add a little bit on. So on the next one, pick your left arm up, your right heel off the ground, and start to march that right leg to tabletop. Inhale, heels down, arms down. Exhale, we swap. And every time we try to articulate through the feet so that there is the heel and then the ball of the foot coming off the ground. Same when we come down, when we land, we have the ball of the foot first and the heels pressing after. So try to really feel every single inch of your body working with control and with flow. We try to always exhale here when we lift. Inhaling, tap the toes. Exhale, heels pressing. So we breathe out to lift. Inhale, press. Flat feet, breath out. Exhale on the lift. And then lower. We have two more. Keep those hips still and give me last one. We're going now to add on again. So we're going to march the right leg up. We're going to lengthen the right leg and the left arm away from each other. Return in and march down. So we have marching the left leg and the right arm to the sky. We have a long spine, ribcage in. Inhale, return, and land. So we lift everything up. Inhale, we extend everything out. Exhale, we return. Inhale, land. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, return. Inhale, lower. Almost there. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Return. Good, guys. Give me two more. Up, long. Exhale. Last one. We add on again. Lift. March. Now, extend. Guys, I'm going to pause the hips. Down and up. Down for two. Down for three. Return and land. So we lift everything up, marching the leg. Extend the legs only if you want to. Otherwise, you keep your leg in 90 degrees. Or the ball of the foot down. Remember what we did at the beginning, yeah? You're going to pass the hips up for three, up for two, up for one, and we return everything back to the floor. And again, march and lift. Maybe long leg, 3 pulses. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Breath in, we land. One more. Everything out. Everything out. 3 pulses. Breathe out. 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 We only have last one for each side. Try to keep the ribs down to the hips. Try to squeeze the glutes. 2, 1. Return. Beautiful. Give me last one. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stretch. 3 pulses down, up, down, up, down, up, return, and finally land. Lift the heels up and down. Only the feet working, the arms flat. Exhale, press, inhale, rise. 4, 3, exhale. 2, final push, heels up, arms up. We pulse the hips up and down. Only 10, 9, exhale, 8, 7, squeeze the glutes, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms, flat feet, articulate the spine, and shake the legs as we did at the beginning. Knees to the right, knees to the left. Take a couple of breaths here. Beautiful job. Hopefully we felt that warm up through these glutes. We're going to squeeze the knees to the chest, and you're going to rock forward and back, guys, to move the feet down. We're going to change position of the body now. We're going to come to hands and knees, yeah? So you're going to move to hands and knees position, moving the hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to try to have a flat back. So think about a cup of coffee on top of your back. We're going to move the left elbow on the ground. We're going to move the left hand towards the right hand. And from here, instead of arching, you still have that flat back we just spoke about. You're going to lengthen your right leg behind you, and we're going to lift the right leg up. Now, today, we're going to try to open the right hip on top of the left hip, yeah? And this right elbow is just pointing out so that we can tap maybe right knee to right elbow or right knee to right shoulder. And then we extend back to a diagonal. So breathe out, breathe in. If this feels uncomfortable, I do like to come to my fingertips sometimes. I feel that I can activate much more my left side of the body so that my right arm is only there to support, not to have equal weight. But again, that's entirely up to you. You can as well use a block under your right hand if you have one at home, or you can place a book as well. Give me 2. Inhale, stretch. Breathing out. 1. Inhale, stretch. Start to add on, guys. We're going to tap the knee towards the arm. We're going to extend the leg out. We're going to take 3 pulses. Exhale, 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 reverse, and kick behind you. So we bend. We open. 3 pulses. Up, 2, 1. We return, and we extend back. If this feels too much, I invite you to move the leg a little lower. So we can just move up an inch, down an inch from the floor instead of hip level. Yeah? Give me last one. In, side kick, pulse, 2, 1, bend and extend. Now from here, keep checking on your flat back. Toes down, toes up. Down, up, down, up. Keeping that left hip, so the standing leg, still. Track on top of the left knee. 4, 3, 2, exhale, last one. Beautiful. We pulse up and down, up and down. Maybe the right arm is coming to the ceiling if you want a bit of a challenge. For 6, 5, 4, beautiful. 3, 2, return 1. Very good job. Start to move back into your hands and knees. Tuck the toes and pulse. And move the hips up to a downward facing dog. Pedaling through the feet if you like. Maybe lifting one heel up and down. Maybe shaking the head. Taking a couple of breaths. Take an inhale. And breathing out. We're going to just do everything on the second side. I'm going to just rotate on the other side of the mat, guys, so you can still see what's happening with the leg. We're going to move down. So, belly in, flat back, right elbow on the floor, right hand pivoting towards the left hand. So basically we have the right forearm cutting the mat across. Belly in, left leg has the space to move back. Breathing out, left leg goes up, stacking that left hip on top of the right hip. And something quite important, I want you to be able to see where the left foot is. So it doesn't kick back so much that we're arching the spine and opening the belly, yeah? You're still using your core. We're gonna move the left knee towards the left elbow or left shoulder, and then we move back. Again, if you want to come to fingertips of the left hand like I'm doing, please do. Exhale, tap. Inhale, stretch. Breathe out. Breathe in. And your head, guys, you can look down so that you remove the pressure of the neck muscles, or you can look to the side, yeah? You choose. Inhale when you extend. Exhale when you tap. Inhale, give me 2. Adding on, last one. Tap the knee, extend to a side kick, 3 pulses, 2, 1, bend and extend behind you. And again, we tap the left arm, we extend out for 3 pulses, 2, 1, and we return, simply retracing the same thing we did at the beginning. So we tap, we lengthen, 3, 2, 1, and then extend. You only have 2, you can do it. In, out, breathe, 2, 1, and we only have last one. Inhale, exhale, bend, kick, 3, 2, 1, retrace it, simply tapping down. Inhale, up, exhale, down, inhale, up, exhale, down, breath in, up, breath out. Strong shoulders, so try not to sink down here, right shoulder to right ear. Try not to have the head down as well. We push against the ground, yeah? Right arm is super strong. 2 more. If you want, we're going to start to lift that left leg up. We're going to pulse up and down, maybe lifting the left arm. And we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Well done, guys. Hands under the shoulders. Cross your legs. Move your legs through. And we're going to take a stretch. Feet together, knees apart, look to the sky. Exhale, fold towards your feet, relax your head and take a breather. Excellent job. I hope you felt your glutes. I hope you felt the burn like I did in the outside of those glutes. Take a breather. Take a second to come back to yourself. And then let's unroll the spine, guys, and take a stretch. So I'm going to ask you to move your left foot on top of the right thigh. We're going to bend the right knee, and we're going to try to pivot the hands in. I'm going to ask you to lengthen the spine here. So flex the right foot if you want to, maybe even the left one. We're going to try to lengthen the spine, which means that the lower back and the middle back, they don't want to round and tuck under. You want to try to push the middle back towards the thighs. That's why you feel the stretch, because there is a little bit of a tilt into the pelvis. Keep opening the left knee, keep lengthening the spine, showing the chest to a diagonal. Take a breather. Shoulders down, soft elbows. And I'm breathing out, extend that right leg long and start to move your arms around the foot, ankle, or shin, whatever you can catch. We're going to take a moment to fold towards the legs and relax the head. Make sure you're not having the left ankle on top of the right knee, yeah? The right knee should be absolutely free. Deep breath in, gentle breath out. Unroll the spine, come back to seated. Let's just take the second side of the same stretch. So your right foot comes on top of the thigh. We flex both feet if we want to. Hands with the fingertips pointing in towards the pelvis. Roll the shoulders back. Turn the right knee out and lengthen through the spine, especially the middle back as much as you can. And we breathe here, we take a breather, noticing how you feel on this side compared to the previous one. Try to let the spine lengthen a bit more. Take a moment to release. Stretch the left leg this time instead. Keep your legs where they are and reach for your front foot. If this doesn't feel right, you can always move that foot on the ground and then reach, as long as your hips are always squared. So as long as your hips are always pointing towards the front of the mat, yeah? I'm going to take 2 rounds of breath. Breathe out. And inhale. Beautiful job, everyone. Unroll the spine from here. Take a moment to return to your comfortable seated position. Start to lengthen through your spine. Take an inhale, lengthen the arms, interlace your fingertips. See the sky. And breathing out, let's just move into a gentle side stretch, side to side, opening a little bit through the side of the rib cage and the outside of the shoulders. Release the arms and take a shoulder roll to the back of the room. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you if you joined me for this Pilates session. Hopefully you felt your glutes today. And of course, don't forget to drop a like if you want to. Don't forget to drop a comment if you want to. Subscribe to my channel. I'm always here to just provide free Pilates classes and sessions and flows. So thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.